Hello everybody and welcome to School of War. Today we're gonna take a look at more examples of how to dodge barrage as well as a different technique that you can utilize when you do not have much of an area to move. So without further ado, let's go ahead. And here we've got an example of dodging barrage as heavy infantry without charge. It is the same tactic. If you remember the steps, first you need to observe. We have seen it being launched. But here I made one crucial mistake and I started moving too early. If you remember the part 1, you want to wait all the arrows to be fired. So here is what happens if you time it wrong. They saw it moving over there, but barrage is following me. However, I managed to dodge a significant portion of it and received only 5,000 damage, well 4.9 thousand damage against tier 10 archers as a tier 8 unit, which is even reduced when you're at higher tiers, which are then taken care of by my allies' cavalry. But this is an example how you can follow it even without a major speed buffs. The only speed buff I have is the VD, which is 9%. The principle is always the same. You move to the side and try to time it right. It is mostly practice based. So this time let's see how the spearmen are able to dodge the barrage. So here we have Tiberius being fired at by these Pontic archers, tier 8 archers, and he's moving into the woods. Barrage goes down, boom! As soon as the barrage went down, he changed his direction, which is another valid way of dodging the barrage. And now, boom. This is the general idea. This is another technique when it comes to dodging the barrage. It is very situational, and personally I do not recommend it. It requires very precise timing or a lot of luck. As such, I prefer the 90 degrees method, but here his way was blocked. Normally he would dodge it by turning 90 degrees. His way was blocked, so he waited for the whole thing to fire and then moved back immediately. As soon as he saw it, he moved back. Another important note here is that he moved from the maximum range, giving him more time to move out of the way. And here we see yet another barrage currently being dodged from a heavily fortified position. So as you can see, the barrage has been fired. And these Praetorians have been on the move. They are controlled by Caesar. So let's take a look. So they have saw that the charge was coming. So the barrage was coming, and they've changed their direction. And the majority of them have been dodged. This was another example of changing direction method. Again, in a very enclosed space. So he baited the barrage outside. After all, barrage anticipates where you are going to be. As such, by moving in a way that cannot be anticipated, it just cannot shoot you because it predicts your movement. So by moving back and forth, you're able to dodge it very easily. I personally prefer to move it to the side. But in the events where the side is unavailable, just like this and the previous one, you still have your way of dodging. What is important is to follow the steps in our first video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want some more arena action, check out the playlist on the side, and we'll see you next time.